going. That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Ms. Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole on this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! You!
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
I'll say it does. Changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at that time?
Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the book. Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? How is it my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing the 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later.
Punishment?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I could take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta.
Very well, the court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
Lunch break. To be continued. Whew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it all to offend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. Well, I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, another jam like always. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, my ghost will come after you with my sisters and will haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. We're going back in there, huh? Lots of burping, too. Sorry, I was drinking.
Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of law.
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Yes, sir.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza. Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here's a violence against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Oh, yeah. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry and testify about what happened the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
Now, let's all be a big one happy family, okay?
Okay, go ahead. I was waiting for it to start. You're taking forever. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We're waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke down the door, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving his pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in that room.
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. It's all short for y'all reckon. Of course it did. Does it look like I care? Just hurry and show the picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. Here's the picture. Alright, I'm looking at it for the first time. You got her standing there, gun in her right hand. He's there dead.
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room.
Wow, this photo added to the court record. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about mine through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Alright. Only the doc and the defendant went into that channeling chamber. Was it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two who went to the room.
Oh, hold on. We can't have the defense testifying against his own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness continue. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang, we hear this gunshot. Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify?
The world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Mr. Lawyer there broke that door down and we rushed into the room. So let me get this straight.
This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down?
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why did this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing, that was great. You're a real man.
Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see.
The judge is smiling rather openly. I take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murder at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see, rubble, that afro really must wait on her intelligence, rubble.
Order, Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony.